everybody. Let's talk fantasy. Let's talk Green Bay Packers. A lot of fantasy points to be had. And we're going to start with Aaron Rodgers, a guy you're advocating, folks, to take in the top 7 picks. Right, Fabs?
No, not at all. If you're going to take a quarterback in the first or second round, it's going to be either Rodgers or Andrew Luck.
That's right.
Rodgers is amazing, and he is certainly worth a first-round pick based on his numbers. In every year in the last 6 where he has been healthy, he's finished no worse than second in fantasy points. Last year, only completed 341 passes, but still finished as the top quarterback in fantasy football. In fact, he averaged almost a full fantasy point per completion and rush. That's ridiculous. Now, I wait on quarterbacks, so I wouldn't take him until the 3rd round. But, guys, I know I'm not going to get Rodgers.
No, I've done some mock drafts just to kind of play around with some things and mocked with taking Aaron Rodgers somewhere in the mid to late 1st round just to see how things will work out. And you could possibly still do it. And you get a guy like C.J. Anderson maybe on the way back. So I know people like to go running back early, but it is possible to go out there, get Aaron Rodgers early, and still get some quality backs.
Running backs are such a crapshoot. Aaron Rodgers is automatic, and it is, it's just simple. Like each and every week, you're getting 20 to 30 points based on your scoring, and it's a pretty good option to have.
Unless he's playing the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, stop.
A lot of sleeper running backs out there, too, which is why I like taking quarterback early. If you're an experienced drafter who's not a sleeper, Eddie Lacy. Talk about the big grinder, Marcus, in Green Bay. What are you expecting from him?
I like Eddie Lacy a lot. I mean, he's a guy who's a top 4, maybe top 5, certainly top 5 running back this year. Not only is he a bruising back who will get a lot of tough yards on the ground, but the Packers like to work him into that passing game, and he could catch some more passes this year. So as we don't necessarily talk about him as a PPR guy, he could have a lot more value in PPR leagues this season than we've seen the first couple years from him.
And where he catches passes are in the end zone. That's the big thing. They got away from handing the ball off to Jonathan Kuhn, which is pretty cool because that was helping nobody. But now Rodgers gets a touchdown pass. Eddie Lacy gets a touchdown reception. So I flirted with the idea of making Eddie Lacy my #1 overall running back. Can't quite do it. I still like Le'Veon Bell just a tick better, but he's my #2 guy. So
Adam makes a good point because when you see Lacy, you think of a big bruiser who can't catch the ball out of the backfield, but he certainly can. In fact, the Packers didn't have a lot of passes thrown to running backs last year, but 65% of those completions went to Eddie Lacy. So he is versatile, more versatile than we might think he is based on his size. He's an early down back, goal line work, and it doesn't hurt to have Aaron Rodgers keeping defenses honest.
We talk about the Seattle Seahawks. If Eddie Lacy can play the Minnesota Vikings every week, whew, boy. All right, that's going to do it for our fantasy preview for the Packers. Be sure to sign up for free fantasy football right now, NFL.com/fantasy. We'll see you.